Good morning, great time students. Good morning, wake up, wake up. We're about to learn today. Got this previous question paper, September 2017. Stoichiometry calculations, chemical change, term 3. So, what we gotta do is to go through these questions together and try to find different solutions and exchange ideas, exchange ideas. So let me just get through this question paper. And another thing, I saw a comment on the channel. There is this other person commented and said, please make more videos like this because they are really helping. So I'll just keep making these videos. Those who can learn from them will benefit. Then those who cannot learn, they can share the videos to those who need the videos in need, people who are not really excelling at school, so that they can get distinctions if that is possible in 2026, getting a distinction. I don't know. So I'll start from this question 4, and then we'll go through the questions and we'll try to answer this question. So the first question, 4.1: when hydrogen peroxide is heated strongly, the following reaction takes place. Um, as you can see, we got 2H2O2 brackets liquid, which will give us 2H2O liquid plus O2 gas. So the way I see this equation, it look like it's balanced. Honestly, you can see it's already balanced for us, because we got 2H2, we got 4 hydrogen on the left side and 4 oxygen atoms, and also on the right side we got 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen plus 2 oxygen, so which is balanced. And we need to know how to answer these questions, so I'll just go through these questions together. 21 marks. So let's start with the first question, 4.1.1. What type of reaction is this? Give a reason for your answer. 2 marks. I'll come back to this. Let me just open drawing. So we have 2H2O um, 2, which will give us 2H2O plus O2. You see, this is why I'm saying this equation is balanced. We have 2 hydrogen on the. Okay, by the way, first thing first that you need to know is the fact that these are reactants or products. This I'm asking a question: is this reactants or product? H2O2. Um, this is a reactant, and this water and oxygen is supposed to be O2 here. It's supposed to be O2 here. Water and oxygen are products. Water and oxygen are products, as you can see. So we got two H2O2. See, two H2, which make it 4 hydrogen, and 2, these two will multiply the 2 um, of oxygen, then it will give us 4 oxygen. And also on this side we got 2H2, which is 4 hydrogen, and O2 times another plus another O2 plus another O2, which will give us 4 oxygen. So this equation is balanced. So the question is asking if um this reaction taking place Is it chemical change or physical change? The answer is supposed to be chemical change because new substances are formed. Look, we have reactants, right? This is a reactant. This is a reactant on this side, and we got products. So new substances are formed, which makes it a chemical change. New substances are formed. So one reactant is forming two products, which is water and oxygen gas, water in liquid and oxygen gas. One reactant is forming two products, which makes it a chemical change. I think that's how you're supposed to answer. I think that's how you're supposed to answer this question. That's how you're supposed to answer. No, actually, I don't think that's how you're supposed to answer this question. It is a chemical change. Let me write it. 4.1.1 is a chemical change. Chemical change because new substances are formed. Because new substances are formed, or decomposition of one reactant forms new product. You know, decomposition of one. Sorry, decomposition. Let me minimize this, decrease it. um Someone can say, or decomposition decomposition of one reactant, as you can see, 2H2O2, I mean H2O2, one reactant. Let me write this: decomposition of one reactant forms new product. That's what makes this a chemical change, not a physical change. Okay, there is a difference between a chemical change and a physical change, but you're gonna learn that when we continue moving forward with the topic. Okay. um I'm trying to decrease this so that we can have enough space. You need a lot of space right here. As you can see, it is a chemical change because new substances are formed, or decomposition of one reactant forms new products. Okay, let's go back to the question paper and let's continue answering this together. 4.1.2, describe a simple test that can be carried out in the laboratory to confirm that gas produced is oxygen. As you can see from this balanced reaction, oxygen is the gas produced from the reactant H2O2, and water, which is in liquid, and also oxygen. We are focusing on oxygen here, oxygen gas. They said describe a simple test that can be carried out in the laboratory to perform that gas produced is oxygen. Remember, hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2, is heated strongly, so that we're burning hydrogen or peroxide, and the following reaction takes place. When we burn hydrogen peroxide, it will release water in liquid and oxygen gas. So they say describe a simple test that can be carried out in the laboratory to confirm that the gas produced is oxygen. So what when you observe, I know you are burning hydrogen peroxide. After observing that reaction taking place, what do you see when you burning what hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2. We burn this and we're gonna get H2O, which is liquid, and we're gonna get O2, which is oxygen gas. The way you're gonna answer is that, is this a growing splinter burst into flames? See, 4.1.2, a growing splinter. Let me remove this. Let me remove this and trying to create space for my whiteboard. This is the whiteboard I have currently. I need to get a bigger whiteboard, um so that everybody can see and understand. 4.1.2, a growing splinter burst into flames. So once a growing splinter bursts into flames, that means that the oxygen gas is what is produced when we burn that hydrogen peroxide. Okay, a growing splinter burst into flames. So let me decrease this and then we continue answering this question together. This is 4.1.2. 4.1.1, you can see we answered about the chemical change because new substances are formed. 4.1.2, we say the answer is a growing splinter burst into flame. Okay, let's go back and see. Let's go to 4.2. Now this one is a different one because we have to balance the following reactions. How do we balance the following reactions? As you can see, we got three reactions which needs balancing, you see. So all I want for you to do is to pause the video and balance it for yourself before you can see the solution which I'm gonna give you. So let's start with Fe plus Cl2, which will give us iron chloride, which is iron plus chloride, chlorine, which will give us iron chloride. So let's start with this, the first one. Let me show you how you can balance this reaction. But advice that I can give you right now is that you can try to pause this video and balance it yourself and see if you can do it before you watch the solution which I'm gonna give you. So we got Fe plus Cl, which will give us what? FeCl3. And they say let's balance this equation. I hope I wrote everything right. I hope I wrote everything right. FeCl3. And they say balance this equation. So when it comes to balancing equation, um what I can advise you is to make sure that you start with the numbers, play with the numbers, okay? Numbering, it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100, 101. You understand? So this is how you number. You don't start from zero. So when you are balancing, you need to bear in mind that we always have products, and always have reactants and what products, always in chemistry. We gotta balance the left side with the right side always. So how do we balance the reactants with the products? So we start from the left side. So we play with the numbers. We see that we got iron plus chlorine, which will give us iron chloride. So let's start with the, I think there is a 2 here. I think I left a 2 here. I think I left a 2 here. Ish, damn. I think I left a 2 here on Cl chloride. Let me remove this. Cl, I left a 2 there. You see? Let me remove this so that we can balance this. It's clean. You can see. It's clean just like that. Let's try to balance this equation, and those ones you can balance it for yourself, but for now let me show you a simple trick. You see we got Fe plus Cl2, which will give us FeCl3. So when you look on the left side and the right side, let's look on the let's start with the left side. Okay, we got 1 Fe and we got 2 Cl, and also if we go to this side we got 1 Fe, and also we got 3 Cl. So how about I start playing with the numbers? Let me say I add 1 here, and still it's still 1 Fe, and on the other side is still 1 Fe. So ion is balanced. But what about chlorine? Chlorine is 2 on the left side and 3 on the right side. So we got left side and right side, reactants and product. So okay, let's say I remove this one, and I change a different number. I go to 2. So now I have 2 Fe because it's 2 Fe plus Cl2. And on the right side, wait, let's start with Fe, then we're gonna go to chlorine. So on the left side we got 2 Fe, on the right side I got 1 Fe. So I added 2 here. Let me try to add a 2 here in front of FeCl3. This is how you balance. You don't balance here. You don't balance this. You don't balance this. You balance on the front side of a compound, or a compound or an atom or an element. Okay, so I used the 2. So now I'm going to remove this one and use 2Fe, and also we got 2Cl2 on the left side, but on the right side I got 2Fe. As you can see, on the right side I got 2Fe and Cl3. So it's going to be 2 times 3, which is 6. I'm going to get 6 chlorine and 2 iron, but on the left side is going to be 2 chlorine, so I need to add a 3 in front of Cl, and then it's going to be 3 times 2, and I'm gonna get 6 chlorine, and it's balanced just like that. 2 Fe plus 3 Cl2, which will give us 2 FeCl3. This is how you balance. You understand? This is so simple. This is how you balance equations. Oh, I made a mistake. This is how you balance. Let me write the full answer. Let me remove this and leave the full answer so that you can see. This is the first one. We balanced the first one, 2 Fe 3 Cl2, which will give us 2 Fe Cl3. So this is 4.2.1. 4.2.1. We tried to balance this 4.2.1. And if I can go and check this side, you can see we did balance it. We did balance the first reaction. Iron plus chlorine, which will give us iron chloride. And now let's balance this one, Bf3 plus Li2SO3, which will give us B2SO3 3 plus lithium fluoride. Okay, let me balance this one together with you, and we see where is the trick and what could be done and improved. So give me a moment. uh, so let's go. Let's go and balance this. What is it now? Let's go and balance 2.2. So it's BF. I think this will need a lot of space. BF3 plus Li2 SO3. I think this will need a lot of space. I think I need to remove everything, honestly, because if I leave these answers, it's going to cost me a lot of space. Let me say I got 4.2.2, and I'm trying to balance this reaction, which is B F3 plus Li2, yeah, Li. Okay, let me use different colors. BF3 plus Li2 SO3 plus B2 bracket SO3 brackets plus LiF, which is lithium fluoride. And they say, I made a mistake here. This is not plus. And they said, let's balance this equation, the left side with the right side. And then I'm going to divide this side. And I know I got the left side and the right side. And I have to balance this equation. So what I need to do is simple. I need to make sure that the right side and the left side are equal. So on the left side, I will see that I have 1 boron, 3 fluorine, 2 lithium, 2 lithium, and 1 sulfate, and 3 oxygen. But on the left side, I got 2 boron, 1 sulfur, 3 oxygen, 1 lithium, and 1 fluorine. So it's not balanced. Let's try to balance it. So I will start with the boron. This side, I have 1 boron. This side I have 2 boron. So I need to balance the boron first. So I'll just start with the 2. I'll just start with the 2. Remember, number starts from 1, 2. So if I start with 2, I put a 2 there. Then I must come here and change and place 2. So left and right is now balanced to 2. But this 2 is going to affect what? It's going to affect this fluorine. So it's going to be 3 times 2, which is 6 fluorine. And on this side, I got 1 fluorine. So I need to use the 6 in front of lithium. I'll just use 6 in front of lithium and I have 6 fluorine. And this 6 is going to affect what? Lithium. As you can see, this 6 is going to affect lithium. So once the 6 affect lithium, so I'm going to have 6 lithium. But on the left side, when it comes to lithium, I have 2 lithium. So I'll just come and add 3. So that is going to be what? It's going to be 3 times 2, give us 6 lithium. And also this side, we have 6 lithium. And when it comes to sulfur, on the right side is 1 sulfur and 1 sulfur. Oh, now it's 3 sulfur because the 3 is going to affect sulfur. So it's going to be 3 sulfur. So which means this side is going to be 3 sulfur. This side is going to be 1 sulfur. 1 sulfur. I need to balance the sulfur. How do I go around that? Oh, I made a mistake. Check something, okay? Look, there is a 3 in front of sulfur. This side, on the right side, you see this 3. This 3, it means that it's multiplying this oxygen, which is 3 times 3 and it's 9. Also 3 sulfur on the left side and also 3 sulfur on the right side and the left side. So if we can go back, you can see I left a 3 here in front of the brackets. So it's 3 sulfur and 9 oxygen. But wait, let's go to the sulfur on the left side. It's 3 sulfur, as you can see, 3 sulfur. And also the last thing is oxygen. It's 3 times 3 will give you 9 oxygen. And also on the right side, we got 3 oxygen. Oxygen. Or 3 times 3, which is 9 oxygen. And then this is how you balance. Now it's balanced. Now our equation is balanced. As you can see, we got 2Bf3 plus 3Li2SO3, which will give us B2 SO3 3 plus 6 lithium fluorine. And this is how you balance your equation. So you can see we still have the last one, nitric acid plus copper, which is copper nitrate plus water plus nitrogen dioxide. You can balance this one alone and try to find out what is the solution. And then let's go to 4.3. Write down the chemical name for each of the following substances. And also 4.4, write down the chemical formula. It's the same, it's just the opposite. So yeah, I hope you're learning something from these question papers. So the rest of the question you will finish, but I'll continue with more questions on the next video. Shout out.